Hi everyone! It's been a long time since I've even sat down to attempt to record a YouTube video, so we're going to spend a little bit of time getting caught up and also getting ready for 2025. I have received my bullet journal for 2025, so I'll show you which one I picked out as well as my setup. It's going to be a little bit different from last year, but it'll be good. And Zuzu's gonna be here to help me today. He's a good little helper. He's cute more than anything else, but thank you. So we'll get started. And Zuzu says, happy 2025. First, I'd like to start off with reviewing my bullet journal from 2024. This one from Hemlock and Oak was actually sent to me by Tia at the end of 2023, and it was really the first time I realized my potential to have bullet journaling become more than just a hobby for me, and so I'll always be extremely appreciative to her for that, and kind of recognizing what I could do for her as well. So this is my ideal bullet journal. I love the color and the texture. I love the details and the design of it. Simplistic and yet very chic, I would say. And you know, they only use recycled materials, which I respect, and it really helped me hone in on the simplicity that I wanted to have in my bullet journal. And as you can see, it was very simplistic, extremely so, which I still love. I just think for 2025, I'll do a little bit differently. And so we're gonna see where I started off at the beginning of the year, which is completely different than where I'm at now. I still love this concept. My idea was to do the same house every month, but have it reflect, you know, like the month we're in. So this was very snowy and icy. And if we skip to February, you can see a little less snowy, but there's hearts. And I did do this for quite a while. I added the cats in there, but then just kind of, I don't know, forgot or didn't do it anymore after the first few months. I still really like this idea. I don't think it's something I'm going to try to do again, but I love that I tried to draw because I don't get a lot of time to do that anymore. And of course I did quite a bit different startup for each month. So I did a calendar, although apparently not as often as I had hoped I would. Oh, looks like I stopped doing that fairly quickly. And then started trying to find the dashboard that worked best for me each month. So it looks like in January I did do the little calendar up here, as well as a summarized weekly list and a space for tasks, my schedule, which in college it wasn't as crazy because there was no guarantee of what I'd be doing that week. And see, here I already switched it. The week, calendar, and the weekend. And would switch back because I'm very indecisive, and it's taken me a long time to find a good routine, especially post-college, because I don't have these anymore. I don't do homework and I don't have class, and so things are not as hectic as they once were. But let's skip ahead here. See, look, this was only crazy because I was out of town for school, but otherwise it's very, very minimal. But now I discovered my love here, it looks like in April, for planner stickers, which did change everything. Changed everything. So yes, you can totally tell. Oh, wow, okay. So let's go back. May. I graduated from college, I moved, and I started a new job all within 3 days. So I went from this to this. Now, this was before I had multiple journals to use. It was just this bullet journal, and I kept track of everything in here. So you can really see my work to-do list, and not much else, which is fine. And then I went on a trip here in June, but let's skip ahead here a little bit because I did change it up once again to here. Now this is where I start kind of forming into the weekly spread that I use now. I have a dashboard, and then the entire week is spread across 2 pages rather than 4. And it gives me an opportunity to look a little bit more busy. You know, it's kind of more aesthetic this way. Still kind of experimenting with what I want to keep track of because I'm horrible at keeping track of things. But September is really when I started to come into my own, and it's only taken me, what, 2 years to get here? But then in October, it solidifies and it looks like this, which even still without class, I don't have time to finish filling everything out. But here is last week, October into November, and I'm really liking the way this looks. I like the way it feels. I like filling it out. It's nothing crazy, but it still requires me to set time aside to journal, and that's something that I still want. I still want to have a reason to journal. And then I also did a calendar for November, which isn't something I do, or I haven't done since, what was it, April? So no, actually, January was the last calendar that I did. So it only took 11 months, but from this to this. And so even though I'm running out of space in here, and we still have, what, 2 months of 2024 to go, I think it's time to start the 2025 bullet journal. Now, it was hard to decide which journal to order. I looked into a few different brands, but of course I'm really going for the simplistic, modern, very neutral look. So while I'm saying goodbye to this 2024 Hemlock and Oak bullet journal, I did decide to go with them again for 2025. Now, this one is a little, not necessarily out of my comfort zone, but it's not something I would normally go for if this was an option. It's neutral gray, and it still has the gold detailing, which I really like. I'm not much of a celestial, you know, moon, stars. I mean, this, sure, but I still love the detailing of this. It's still minimalistic and modern, and it's nothing absolutely crazy. So today we're going to start in the 2025 bullet journal and see how far we come in the next year. I did go to the liberty, just because it's personal preference, of trimming every single corner, rounding them off. I did not do it by hand with scissors. I did it with this corner cutter that I got from Hobby Lobby. My hands did hurt afterwards, which I guess is no surprise, but I did do that. I just like the look of it. I know that the journal itself doesn't have rounded corners, so it doesn't necessarily match, but my preference, and I like it. So we'll start off, of course. I did kind of open this a little aggressively when I first got it, but that's okay. We'll write my name in. And I do have a vinyl here from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo. My new job is, it keeps me very busy, and there's always a lot going on, and things change day to day very quickly. So I think this is very fitting for going into 2025 with this job. So we'll put that there. And I am going to try to do a bit more drawing, doodling in this. bullet journal just because I kind of want to get back into it. And I'm no artist by any means, but I have muses now, my cats. I have Martha and Zeus. Martha is a 6-year-old American Shorthair that I picked up off the streets of my college town a few years ago and took her in. And Zeus, he is a 3-year-old Maine Coon who we adopted from the Humane Society here in the new city that we live in. It was so life-changing. They really are our children, kind of, because, well, they do get along, which I'm very grateful for. But I can't imagine life without them anymore. I don't know how I didn't have my own cat for so long. But I grew up with cats, so it was inevitable. Now, Zeus is a very hairy Maine Coon, which I know that's kind of their whole thing, is having long hair, but sometimes I feel like the apartment is a snow globe of cat hair. And it's hard to keep up with, but he's cute, so it's okay. He's kind of a big guy. So that's why even here this size comparison is so different. Okay, I'll come back and erase my pencil marks once it's fully dried. And I think it's good enough. Nothing crazy, nothing too complicated. So this is going to be my cover page for 2025. And now this is where the real test comes in. I'm going to do a glancing ahead page, 12 months, just to reference quickly. And I'm also doing a looking back. So I want to be able to summarize each month with one line and just kind of fill it in as the year goes. So we'll speed through that, and then we'll come back and we will get ready for January. Okay, we're back. So I have my glancing ahead page completed. I erased all my pencil markings, so this is what we're going to go with. It's as good as it's going to get. My hand did get tired, but now I think I want to add maybe a little bit of color. I know, crazy. But I did order stickers from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo. It's kind of like a little monthly doodles for 2025. So we're going to take these, and then I think each line is kind of supposed to represent a month of the year. So let me grab my tweezers. We'll just start out with January. I think it's great that Helen's been coming out with these washi tape stickers. I love the way that They're also very small, very minimal. Let me just put that down here. So we'll do that one for January. February, I think. Well, the rose kind of makes sense for February. Also, my tweezers aren't really tweezers because I use them to take off a part of one of my nail files, and now they don't fully come together. So that's great. So we're doing our best. For March, let's do a butterfly. April, ooh, I think leaning towards the umbrella. See, I mean, what's the point of even trying to use these? I should order a new pair. I mean, they help. So for 2025, I actually have quite a few things planned. It's nothing crazy, but I do have quite a few trips going on. In the beginning of the year, in January, at the end of January, I'll be going to Minneapolis, hopefully, for a weekend. And then at the beginning of February, we're planning on going to Florida. We have a family friend that lives there, so we'll be spending a long weekend with her. So I think that'll be fine, considering all of the weather that they had recently. Our family friend's house did just fine, so we're very grateful for that. July. What do I think? I don't know. Maybe one of the books, I suppose. Then after that, it'll be July, we're going to Boston, Massachusetts to stay with my aunt and spend some time with her for a week. So I have a lot going on. So I'm really going to need to save up my PTO. September. Let's see. It is kind of crazy that, that I'm planning for like November and December 2025, and I haven't even finished through those here in 2024 yet. November, let's do the leaf. And lastly, for December, we'll do one of the little houses. All right. So this is what we're going to go with for 2025. Glancing ahead. Honestly, I think it's pretty good. I'll take that. Of course, there is always a part of me that's like, maybe I should add lines. Maybe we should add more lines. So if I did like a line going through and then over, I don't know. Let me know what you think. If it looks okay the way it is, or if we should add more. But I think we'll leave it for now. It looks good. Let's not mess with it. For looking back, I don't know. I don't know if there's any stickers I should add. Oh, I should rewrite over that just to make sure. I suppose I could add a pen since it's like my review section. I have this pens sheet from Marshmallow Studio, which they are in Australia. I think it's crazy that I'm ordering stickers from Australia. It's great. Which one should I do? Well, I did this page with a micron, so I suppose a micron. See, the tweezers are just not working for me. Put that there. See if we can fix this a little bit. Okay, that's gonna have to be good enough. So this is what we're gonna go with. I'm happy with it. I think it looks good. So 2025. Now, for the fun part, we're gonna do January. So here's my plan. I'm gonna lay it out for you. I ordered these sticker tabs from Daisy Papers. They're very muted, like gray. I think it matches well enough. A good complementing color. So we're gonna do January tab. I think I will do it here on this side rather than this side, since I don't have a cover page. We'll just go straight to the calendar. So we'll do the tab. I have this monthly sticker sheet from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo. We're going to do January across the top here. Then I'm going to fill in my January calendar. Okay, hold on. I have so many things going on here. Okay. What else? I had something else sitting aside. Yes. These washi nano dots, also from Daisy Paper Co. to kind of mark the events for the month. And then once we are done with that, I think we'll take a look and see what we want to add. It's been so long since I've done a monthly calendar in my main bullet journal that I don't know what to do. So we'll figure it out. We'll kind of speed through it and we'll check back in once I have it done. Okay, ignore the mess of stickers, but let's review what I've done to set up for 2025. We have our Hemlock and Oak bullet journal. And opening up, we have how we feel, more than likely how we'll feel for the beginning of the year. The cover page featuring Martha and Zeus. Glancing ahead with our looking back. We have our tab on there for January. Here's our calendar. Please give me suggestions of what to do for this. That would be very appreciated. And our first week of 2025, and I'm just now realizing it does not start on a Monday. So I'm going to take care of that and regroup. Wow, that's great. So this is where we'll leave off. Please let me know what you think, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye.